Hi, this is Adam Christopher with BarLinq, and today we're speaking with Stephen Carty, one of the owners and operators of the Spillane Group that have a ton of different bars and restaurants up here in Westchester in New York. Stephen, thank you so much for your time today.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, great. So, Stephen, I'm curious if you'd be willing to share with us kind of, one, your experience over the past X many years in the bar and restaurant industry, and then kind of why BarLinq?
Yes, so my own story is 20 odd years ago, I started working as a bartender down on the famous Spillane Avenue with all the Irish bars and restaurants.
Very familiar?
Yes. You told me you went to Rory Dolan's in the day.
Back in the day.
I was right opposite Rory Dolan's, a place called McGilligan's.
Yeah, of course. We were there quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Rock and Robbins, all over.
All those places, yeah. So we became a bartender first, and then about 16 years ago with my partners, opened my first bar and restaurant in the city. And then 14 years ago, I opened this location here, Mickey Spillane,
Which is
East.
beautiful.
Thank you. So yeah, we've been on an upward curve in terms of owning our own locations. We currently have 3 here in Westchester, and this is it. It's a passion, and I love this industry, and it suits me.
So, okay, you must have a ton of experience then. You've been doing this for a really long time. Can you tell me what it was like back in the day when you were first starting off, as far as the responsibilities and kind of tasks you need to do on a regular basis? With
Yeah. So look, when I started off as a bar owner, let's just take it from there. We opened up here in Mickey's, and my partner and I was at the back of the house. I looked after the numbers, and what made sense. And many years I was delving in to see what it cost me to run this location. More into, you seem to gravitate to the food costs. You hear that the lemons are gone crazy on price, and you hear that flour price is going up, and you go in, you fight with your chef, and you say, come on, we got to get our costings down, get less waste. And then on a Monday, or maybe once a month, you'd look at your cost of your liquor, and oh look, it is what it is, close the book and sell more. And never looking to save what it would really cost me to get that drink into the glass and charge the customer.
That's interesting. So how did you kind of evolve as a bar owner, and I guess how did BarLinq help you with that?
Yes, I had been, probably self-education, trying to find out what's out there to make my life easier and make me understand what it does cost for each drink I have across that bar. I stumbled across, or he stumbled across me, Alan Barnett, the owner, founder, everything for BarLinq, in my store, Molly Spillane's in Marnock. Got speaking with Alan, told me he had this vision for scale inventory for liquor. And it grabbed my attention a little bit.
How long ago was that?
This is close to 3 years ago.
So that's when you first met Alan?
First met Alan. He would sit with his laptop at the bar, and you're looking at somebody, and he's not really looking at his laptop, he's looking at my bar, and I'm just trying to say, why? So we got in the conversation. First I spoke to my partner Mike, and then Mike pushed him onto me, and I said, let me see what this thing is about. And from there, Alan has educated me on what it takes to understand and in real time know what is being poured and what is being taken off your shelf and going into a glass and going to the customer, and then most importantly come back in your point of sale system.
Really interesting that you were to say that. I mean, you're the one with all the experience in the bar industry. So what type of information did Alan bring to fruition that was insightful?
We never knew the where and the when. Where our liquor was going, and when during the 150 hours a week that was open that I was losing that liquor. If I was losing. And it showed me each day. Next morning I would get a report from Alan and say, okay Stephen, last night you ran at 26%. Take a look at your Tito's. Maybe take a look at your Tito's. I could go then, delve in, say, okay, it was 7 Tito's last night, not rang up. Now this is only 12, 8, 9 hours after the fact. At that point I can go to my bartender, when it's fresh in his memory, and ask him, hey Jack, what happened here? And for some reason, we had our baseball team won a game, or we had a retirement for local police officer or something, and he decided to buy a round of drinks, which is great. I want that. I want our customer to come in and feel that we are part of their lives, that we are the place to go to.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever stop my bartender and make me feel like we're a local location. I really want that feel. But now I know why. Why the 7 drinks were given away.
And
So-
in the past, how long would it take to figure something out
Yeah,
like this out?
I honestly, you just would have known that it was gone, but would never know where or when it went. Because you can't go back to someone 7 days later and ask them. You just can't. It just, we all lead busy lives, and that part of work is 40 hours a week is some part of their lives. It's not everything that they do in their lives, so they'll never remember.
Yeah.
And I innately believe people are good, so I don't believe it's people who are actually constantly stealing. It just we forgot.
Yeah.
That's all I want to know. I want to know where it went and when it went. So that was very important to me.
And as the bar owner, I think it's your right to understand that.
Yes.
Do you think a lot of bar owners actually know what their port cost is today?
I think a lot of places are getting better, but no. We will go after our insurance company, we'll go after our landlord for our rent, we will go after when we see a glass breaking, please don't break anymore. But then we'll say, do I really know what's costing me to put that Tito's and soda out? Don't really know the costing of that. Don't really know when they overpour by an ounce how much I'm losing when you do that over 365 days.
Yeah.
These are things that BarLinq will show you.
So let's dive into that a second. So how does BarLinq show you those things?
So BarLinq is a real-time inventory control. Real-time. It's connected to your point-of-sale system. I believe in the market right now, 8% of the top point-of-sale system it's compatible with. So there's no reason for you not to get into your store. I can go onto my phone while in service, and if I sat with you downstairs and as my partner lifted the bottle up, I'll say, look, the bottle left the scale. The bottle went down, went up with X weight, went down with Y weight. Let me see, did this get into the point of sale system?
So that's pretty cool. This is data that you could have never captured before, and now you're using it and making data-driven directive based on it.
Yes, 100%.
Very cool.
100%. There's a few things. I'm back to the local. We are a local location here. Going down to a club in the city could be a little bit different, but for me, I don't ever want to get in the way of my bartender making this a great experience. My location can be for my customer. Because it is number one. We are a local location. I never want to get into these poor spots. I don't like jiggers. I just feel that the customer feels. Because believe it or not, I like to have a drink myself, so I'm a customer a lot of times myself.
Yeah.
Not here, but in other locations. And when I see a bartender going and getting a jigger or going in these poor spots that you see in the airports, it's not for me. I feel like I'm getting jibbed. I'm not getting what I'm paying for. And I don't want that.
Well, that's awesome. And I guess the difference is with that kind of scale that BarLinq has installed, it's out of the workflow.
Oh yeah, you cannot see it.
Okay.
It'll never interfere with the workflow. It'll never stop you.
And did you check out you brought up the pour spouts. Did you ever look into
I've looked at them in different locations. Yeah, I have looked at them, and I just find them no. It's just not for me. And I hear stories that you've got to recharge them. Their lifespan isn't that long. They're expensive. I put in BarLinq here into this location. I got 2 bars for less than $4,000.
Whoa, awesome.
And it's with a $300 a month fee.
It's less than garbage.
Less than my garbage, and that's to me. That's where the savings. I can see it real time, all the time. So it's key for my operation.
And as a bar owner, I mean, again, you were a manager, you were a bartender, you have been in all the integral roles that are necessary in a bar or restaurant. Do you now see that using BarLinq, it makes it easier for you to be a bar owner?
Oh, 100%.
Is that what
100%.
the
That's
scaling?
100%.
Yeah.
The scaling, yes. It gives me the confidence that I can walk out the door here at 10 p.m. on a Friday night, even when it's getting to this busy point, and I know that my bar's in control. I know that there's nothing that can be done here on the night in terms of my liquor costings that I don't know about. That's key. It's key. It's how we should operate.
Stephen, I'm of the exact same mind, and I really appreciate all the kind words. I'm glad it's working so well for you, and congrats on the success.
Thank you. And look, I said this to numerous bar owners. I know some guys have taken it up. Come up here to Mickey Spillane. I'll show you the system in real time. Have a beer on me. Have some liquor on me with the correct pour into your glass. Have some lunch. Don't mind. Come by. see Mickey Spillane here in East Chester, I have to point out the scale to you because you won't see it behind my bar.
Well, you heard it here first. If you're a bar owner, if you're a bar manager, if you work in the bar and restaurant industry at all, you need BarLinq. And also, if you'd like to take Steven up on that offer, come on up to Mickey Spillane's and check it out in real time.